Students, today we are going to study about number system. Remember, whatever number comes in your mind is or of any type, we say that the number system is the real number system. Real number system is also written like this. So, real number system is basically divided into two branches, and those branches are rational numbers and irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. Now we have to remember that rational numbers are basically of the type P by Q, and at the same time we have to remember one condition, that the denominator should not be equal to 0. Any number which can be written in the form of numerator upon denominator, where numerator is P and denominator is Q, and where Q should not be equal to 0, means the denominator should not be equal to 0. We will see why Q is not equal to 0 after a couple of minutes. Now, what is an irrational number? You have to remember that irrational numbers are those numbers which you might have seen in the form of square roots of 2, square root of 3, square root of 7, or cube root of 2, cube root of 8. These are those types of number, pi, e. These are the types of numbers which are called irrational. Now, why are they called so? We'll discuss right now. Students, here I told you that the rational numbers are of the form P by Q, where Q should not be equal to 0. What do I mean to say? Just look at an example. Suppose I have been given a number 5 divided by 2. So what will be the answer? We know that 5 divided by 2 will give you 2.5. It also means that if I multiply 2.5 by 2, I will get the number 5. Now, just look at the scenario where the number 0 is divided by 2. So we get 0 divided by 2 as 0. We know that 0 cannot be divided, or we can say that 0 can be divided into 2. What will each share be? It would be 0. Just imagine that there are 0 apples. If you divide 0 apples to 2 people, what will you get? Just look how weird it is. Both of them are going to get 0 apples. Now just look at this. If I look at the same thing, 2 multiplied by 2.5 means if I multiply this number, I get the dividend back. Dividend is 5 here. Now if I multiply 2 by 0, I will get 0. It is so easy. Now just take another scenario. I am giving you a number 2 and you have to divide it by 0. Can you think of any number which multiplied by 0 will give you 2? I don't think so. Whatever large number it may be, but it will never multiply by 0 to give you 2. So we say in mathematics that these kinds of numbers are not defined. Our mathematicians fail to understand what is this scenario all about. We also sometimes write it with a symbol. With this symbol, this is called the symbol of infinity. Infinity means extremely large, or a number which is so large which human brain cannot comprehend. So that is why the rational numbers are of the form P by Q, where Q should not be equal to 0. If I ask you, is 2 a rational number? Yes, 2 is a rational number, because if we write 2 as 2 upon 1, no problem. It is quite understood that 2 can be written as 2 upon 1, or any other number. If you think 5 upon 2, minus 7 upon 2, these are all of the form P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0. So all these types of numbers are called rational numbers. Now what about irrational numbers? I gave you an example of, suppose I gave you an example of root 2. So you will find that 2 square root of 2. I am talking about square root of 2. The square root of 2, if you try to find out, 1 ones are 1. You try to find out the square root of 1. So what are you going to get? You will take 0. You might be knowing this method. 1 plus 1, 2. Now 24 fours are, the decimal will come here. 24 fours are would be 96. 4. Now, and I continue to go on doing this. 4, 1, 4, dash, dash, dash. These numbers will continue. This dash, dash, dash will never end. They will continue to go on. It will never stop anywhere. So what I find here, whatever the mathematicians try to find out here is that these kinds of numbers, like square root of 2, which is given by this number 1.414 and dash, 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 and it keeps on going till infinity, is that these numbers are not repeating. Like for example, if you take 1 upon 3, 1 upon 3, 1 upon 3, you will find that if you divide 1 by 3, you will get 0.3333. This will also continue to go on till infinity. So what is the difference? Here we find that 1 upon 3 is written in the form of p by q, where q is not equal to 0. But here we find that this number gives you 0.33333 and it continues to go on. Here also we find square root of 2 is 1.414 and it continues to go on. So what is the difference between these two? Here we find that 0.333, it is repeating. Here it is repeating. Here it is not repeating. It is not repeating. It is not repeating. So these kinds of numbers which are not repeating but they continue to go on and on are called irrational numbers. I hope you got these points very clearly. Now we will study more about rational numbers. Now, what are rational numbers? What are the types of rational numbers you can think about? Now, rational numbers, you can basically divide them into into integers. You can say integers, which are often in the book represented by the letter Z, integers, and we can say fractions. Now, fractions we already know of the type 1 upon 3, minus 2 upon 5, 5 upon 6, minus 7 upon 8. These are all fractions. Fractions can also be written in the form of decimal. Suppose I have written 5 upon 6. 5 upon 6 can also be written as, if I divide 5 by 6, what am I going to get? 6 8s are 48, 20, 6 3s are 18, 20, and this continues to go on. 0.8333, it will continue to go on. So we can write 5 upon 6 as 0.8333 and dash dash dash. So these types of numbers, which are of the type fractions or decimals also, I can add here as decimals. These are the two separate types of rational numbers. Now, what about integers? Now, we will see what integers are. Integers are those numbers which are complete in every sense. Complete means they are not fractions, they are full. Now, for example, if I tell you that these are composed of, integers are composed of negative whole numbers, I can say. Negative whole numbers, positive whole numbers, and you can say 0 also. 0 is also between these two. So negative whole numbers, what is negative whole numbers? What are negative whole numbers? If I tell you minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, minus 10, and I continue to go on like this. So these numbers, minus 2, minus 1, means they are complete in every sense. They are not fractions, they are not decimals. They are complete. Just like 2 apples, 2 bananas, 7 bananas, 8 bananas, 9 bananas. So these are all examples of negative whole numbers. 0 we already know is nothing. 0 means nothing. We just write it with this symbol 0. Now positive whole numbers, what are positive whole numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it continues to go on. Now if you look at negative whole numbers and positive whole numbers, they are just mirror images of each other. So they are complete in every sense. They are not fractions. So we say that these types of numbers are called integers. Now, a little further, 0, if I take these two things together, 0 and positive whole numbers, we say that these are whole numbers. Whole numbers. They are separately 0 and positive whole numbers or natural numbers. We can say they are called, the complete system is called whole numbers. And this number, if we exclude 0, then this set is called natural numbers. This set is called natural numbers. I hope students, you should have understood what the number system is and what are the possible types of numbers. Okay, bye bye, we'll meet again.